Mankind has been searching for the fountain of eternal youth for centuries and centuries. However, it didn't realize until very recently that the answer was in the ocean. Do you know the immortal jellyfish? The immortal jellyfish, scientifically known as Turritopsis dohrnii, is a species of jellyfish that has earned the title of immortal due to its amazing ability to reverse its life cycle. This incredible phenomenon is known as transdifferentiation. The jellyfish Turritopsis dohrnii is able to reverse its development from its adult jellyfish form to its polyp form, a much earlier stage in its life cycle. This can happen after the jellyfish has reached sexual maturity or when it is injured or stressed. This process allows it to restart its life cycle, which could potentially make it immortal under the right conditions. During transdifferentiation, jellyfish cells transform into different cell types. For example, adult jellyfish cells can become polyp cells, which is an earlier stage of development. This process of cell reprogramming is similar to what occurs in some forms of regeneration in animals. But in the case of Turritopsis dohrnii, it occurs naturally and repeatedly. Although the process of immortality seems to be a mechanism to cope with adverse situations such as food shortage or injury, it does not mean that the jellyfish is truly immortal in every way. In nature, they can be depredated or killed by other factors, but under controlled laboratory conditions, some jellyfish have been observed living indefinitely. This jellyfish is small, generally measuring between 4 and 5 millimeters, around 0.1 to 0.2 inches in diameter, and is found in the world's oceans, especially in Mediterranean waters, although it has been reported in other oceans as well. Turritopsis dohrnii. It is the Mediterranean Sea, one of the areas where Turritopsis dohrnii was originally discovered, so it is quite present in the sea. The Mediterranean is a warm and temperate environment that favors its development, but it has also been observed in the waters of the Atlantic Ocean and the Indian Ocean. Although the jellyfish has been recorded in these areas, its presence is not as prominent as in the Mediterranean. Although most common in salt water, some jellyfish species, including Turritopsis, can adapt to changes in salinity, allowing them to live in a variety of marine habitats. Help make my channel immortal too, thanks to your subscription. It's totally free. Although Turritopsis dohrnii can reach sexual maturity and then reverse its life cycle, it does so without reproducing. By reversing its development, it changes from an adult jellyfish to a polyp, its most juvenile stage, essentially restarting its life cycle. This ability to reverse its life cycle is not only a biological curiosity, but also a survival strategy. If the jellyfish faces adverse conditions, such as lack of food or environment stress, it can revert to its younger form to give it a new chance to survive. Although the term immortal is used to describe it, in reality, it is not completely indestructible. Despite its ability to reverse its life cycle, it is still vulnerable to predators, diseases, and other environment factors that can end its life. However, under ideal conditions, some have been observed to live forever. The name of this jellyfish comes from its unique ability to return to youth, which has led scientists to refer to it as the immortal jellyfish. Turritopsis is its genus, and Dorni refers to the scientist who first described it in 1883, Carl Dorn. Although Turritopsis dorni is the jellyfish best known for its ability to transdifferentiate, it is not the only species that can be reborn. There are other marine species, such as certain types of flatworms and some mollusks, that also exhibit similar behaviors, although not with the same frequency or efficiency. This rejuvenation process allows it to escape aging, since technically it never actually dies from natural aging. While its body does not wear out as in humans, its biological age restarts each time it returns to the polyp phase. Despite being a small jellyfish, measuring between 4 and 5 millimeters, around 0.1 to 0.2 inches in diameter, its capacity for transdifferentiation makes it an organism of great interest for studies of regenerative biology, cellular aging, and longevity. All the drawings that you see me creating in my channel are available in my online store. I leave the link in the description and in the pinned comment. The phenomenon of life cycle reversal in Turritopsis dorni has attracted much interest in the field of biology, especially in studies related to cell regeneration, aging, and molecular biology. Scientists are investigating whether this ability could be harnessed in studies on human longevity or tissue regeneration. The exact mechanisms behind their ability to reverse their life cycle are still a subject of research. Although it is known to be a process of cellular transdifferentiation, the details of how this process is triggered and how it is regulated are still mysterious. Although it has been studied extensively in laboratories, Turritopsis dorni is relatively unknown in nature. Marine biologists have not always identified it in ocean waters because of its small size and enigmatic nature. Scientists are very interested in its rejuvenation ability because it could provide clues on how to combat aging in other organisms, including humans. The jellyfish could offer insights into how biology can, in theory, reset its biological clock. In summary, Turritopsis dorni is an incredible, fascinating organism whose ability to reverse the life cycle challenges traditional ideas about aging and mortality. A true mystery of nature which connects with the deepest longing of humanity, the attainment of immortality. Present in our species since the most ancient myths of our history, like that of Gilgamesh. But we'll talk about that another day. Would you like to be immortal like her?